Hello, how's everyone doing today?
What's up, brother?
How's it going? Looks like John's running a little late.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear
Yes.
anything. You guys start talking and I'll see what I can do.
Check
Hope you
one,
can
check
hear us.
one, check one. Check two, check two. It's always a button somewhere.
Yeah, that's always the fun part. Which button is it?
Where are you guys calling in from? Yeah, right on, dude. I'm digging the suds. Where are you calling in from?
I'm down in Georgia.
Oh, right on. How about you, Mr. Dukester?
I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ah, I used to live in the Madtown for years, man.
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Yeah, I was a kid, man. I just out of college. So I had like two college. I went to Penn State and then I graduated, got my first job in Madtown. So had like another 4 years of a college experience.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm from Gothenburg, Sweden.
Hello.
Right on.
Un momento, por favor.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, our leader's
Running
here.
a little late.
No tengo prisa, no tengo prisa. Está bien.
Alrighty.
How's everything going, John? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Sorry about my lateness.
It's perfect.
How we all doing?
Right on, man.
Great.
Good. Can't wait to talk to you guys, man. This will be
Yeah,
fun.
fuck yeah. Right on.
Michael Bow was just asking where we're all calling in from. And you're
Where
in
we're
what,
at-
St. Pete's?
Yep, St. Pete, Florida.
Oh, right on. All right, I'm up in Philly. Just up the coast. Just up the coast.
Right on. I'm sure Chris already welcomed you, but thanks for coming and
Yes.
Yeah,
Looking
right
forward-
on, man. This will be great.
looking forward to listening and seeing some music.
Yeah, right on,
Hell
man.
yeah. How you doing, Chris? How you doing, Richard?
Great.
I'm hanging in there.
Excellent. Appreciate you staying up for this.
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. here, so
Yeah, man.
it's rock
Yeah,
and roll,
that's
man.
dedication, man.
It's
Rock
a
and
small
roll.
price to pay.
Rock and roll, man.
Late nights.
Yeah.
exactly. That is rock and
Hell
roll.
yeah. Well, we do appreciate you staying up for it, and we're gonna get on to some Gokseong and Chris, forgive me if I'm slaughtering any pronunciations here, and you too, Richard, but it is
Close.
Gokseong. Is that pretty close?
It's semi-close. Gokseong.
Gokseong. All right. Excellent. We have a debut tonight. Is that right? World debut.
Oh, right on,
Yeah.
man. Right on, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We're proud to play it.
Yeah.
Which one of you guys would like to preface this with a little backstory, maybe on the song or production, or both?
You want to go first, and I can tell the story about the song or the lyrics.
I mean, there's really not much to tell. I'd say this is probably one of our most dynamic songs in terms of blending the styles. The more I go through and, writing riffs for Richard to eventually turn into songs, the more I'm finally starting to break away from my ever-present Slayer tendencies. If you want, I can get into the story, but I don't think it's necessarily relevant. But we toyed around with some different things, and Richard and I don't always agree on things. He's more in the traditional school, and I like to implement little things from different genres that I think have gone to the wayside. A little bit of nu metal, a little bit of some of the tribal stuff. A lot of that stuff that was popular in the late '90s, early 2000s, and I really wanted some of those 808 drop booms in this song. And when it came down to the production, it sounded really stiff. I said, man, can you loosen that up, take some of the compression off or whatever it is that's kind of suffocating that deep hit.
Gotcha.
And the result was almost like this Korean big drum sound, almost like ceremonial. And
Guys, it's really heavy.
yeah, and I was like, you know what? It doesn't sound anything like I wanted it to, but this fits it fits the way it's supposed to. So it was one of those,
Yeah.
accidents. But I say the style, it's got a lot of that Swedish death metal in it, a little bit of thrash, a little bit of American death metal, especially towards the end, a little more Morbid Angel, and then you also have some kind of Lamb of God influence in there too. So it's kind of got the full gambit.
Right on.
All the good stuff. So the lyrics, the song is called Emoji. Emoji is like a massive serpent-like creature that dwells in rivers and caves, and it's like supposed to wait patiently for 1,000 years to become a full-fledged dragon, And
It's a long waiting process. Fuck yeah.
yeah.
Metamorphosis.
But
That's big.
also, first he must obtain this magic pearl that falls from the heavens, and if he doesn't catch it, he's fucked because he's got to wait for another 1,000 years. So,
Don't blow it.
yeah,
Right on.
exactly.
I guess to kind of preface everything, all of our music all the lyrics are based on Korean folklore, Korean horror, and even some Korean history. So some of the songs are actually true to life events that happened in the past. So the Emugi is, one of those elements of Korean folklore.
Based on a true story.
Hell yeah. Right on. Yeah, we dig the snakes on this program. I've got a song about the Norwegian version of something similar, and hell yeah. And I think we got it all. Chris, how we doing on that? Do you have that set up to go?
Yeah, that one you sent me, I got ready to go.
Yeah, excellent. Well, let's get right into it without further ado. Hey. Where is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Holy
Some
shit.
cheesy stuff here.
that's a bit of a ballad.
I'm gonna play that as a wedding song.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
Chris,
lullaby.
those bass hits did hit. They were fucking great too.
Mama's
Talking-
Maiden Studio. What's up, sister?
Hell yeah. So, how long was it about to make that song and video production? Take you a little while? Or?
It came together pretty quick.
Yeah,
What, a few days, I think. I think this kind of marks a departure from the first album. I'm struggling. Retiring from the military, I got a lot of physical ailments and tendonitis and carpal tunnel and everything else is really starting to inhibit my ability to play. So stuck with a lot of eighth notes. I didn't really do a whole lot of tremolo picking in this one. So just trying to keep up the intensity without, killing myself.
Right.
yeah. And like Chris said, he sends me his riffs, and I always get excited because it's right up my alley, and I kind of immediately start working on like it's not a melody because I'm screaming like a fucking madman, but
Yeah,
you know.
great vocals though, man. Loved it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I may add
Excellent.
something.
It comes together pretty quickly for me, and then
Right
we
on.
just talk back and forth, and
Good
I play the
chemistry always
leads
works
as
well. Yeah.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. Yeah, right on.
Mhm.
Great work, man. Yeah, go ahead, Michael. But
Yeah, if I may add something. First of all, Chris, thank you for your service, brother. Secondly, whatever you think ain't working, you're wrong. That was badass. I don't know how you play like that with that aggression and that intensity.
Yeah.
So whatever you think's going on, it ain't happening yet, brother. You ain't going anywhere.
Yep.
I appreciate
Totally
that.
agree.
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Hell yeah. We can also play another one if you guys like.
Go for it.
I know. Yeah.
Sure. Which one?
Do you actually yeah, which one?
Kuchisaki Onna is always a good one.
Kuchisakiana.
These
You
are
know
great
that one?
names, man.
Dukester, are you hearing what they're saying? Did they say it slow down?
Yes, I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, spell that
I would
one.
be-
brother.
I would be asking you to spell that one for me, man.
The word coochie's in it. I heard something about it. That's
Yeah.
all I heard.
Coochie.
It's the important things.
Kuchiana.
I'm sorry. That's what I heard.
They say it twice. Shit.
I think it was like Coochie Saka Mama or something like that.
Something.
Close.
I don't know.
That's the
This one
Vietnamese
is-
version.
Do you want to tell the story about this one, Chris? It's
Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool
Yeah,
story.
Yeah.
So for the spelling, it's KUCHISAKE-ONNA,
Good, I
I
got it.
think.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So basically, there's a. So when you look into the Korean lore, you'll find a lot of stuff where the Japanese and the Koreans kind of intertwine. And that's because you had the Japanese occupation for so long. So a lot of their stories start to interconnect. And it's really, that's one of the struggles we have trying to write these songs, is figuring out, okay, well, what's real? Because like any kind of folklore, it's been told a million times in a million different ways.
Yeah.
We try to stay true to the original story, but honestly, this far into the future, who knows what the real story is.
Yeah.
But we had a song Red Mask, which is kind of the Korean version of Kuchisake Onna. And Kuchisake Onna is a Japanese legend where basically it was the wife of a samurai who was unfaithful. And so as punishment, he used the samurai sword to cut her from here to here, and was basically like, no one will find you pretty ever again.
Okay. And then
so-
she's in the video, correct?
Right. So she
Yeah.
goes
All through it. Yeah. Okay.
in the
He
legend.
goes and
she
scares
through
people.
yeah. She basically goes through the alleyways looking for, male subjects. And she's got a mask on, right? And she says, "Do you think I'm pretty?" And if you say no, she kills you. And if you say yes, then she takes the mask off and she's got this really fucked up face. And she'll ask you the same question. And what are you going to say? Yes or no? If you say no, she'll kill you. And if you say yes, she'll kill you anyway. So
I think that's kind of a loaded question, isn't it?
yeah.
We have
So
some
I
fucked
think
up lyrics, man.
so.
Hey.
Kuchisake Onna is more of a cautionary tale about infidelity, whereas Red Mask was a similar story, but it was more focused on the problems with vanity, which is more plastic surgery gone wrong.
I got you. When you were
Chris,
making
can I
this,
ask you a question? Can I ask you a
Yeah,
question,
sure.
Chris?
yeah, go.
Can I assume that maybe you were stationed in Korea for quite some time?
4 years.
Okay. I was wondering where the Korean influence came from, and you mentioned military, so I kind of figured maybe you were stationed there for a while. Yeah, right on.
I can give you that story.
we're here, man.
So,
Yeah, we got
all right,
time.
so effectively, I was at the end of my career. I was stationed at Fort Gordon, Georgia, and I had 18 months, and then I was eligible for retirement. But at that time, you could only request your retirement 12 months out. Well, I have 18 months, right? And so my extension got denied, and they're like, "Well, you're going to Fort Hood." I said, "No. No, I'm not. I survived it once. I'm not going back again." And for those that know Fort Hood, know what I'm talking about. And so I ended up going to Korea, and to make a very long story short, ended up finding a drummer, during all the COVID stuff, started working with him and bought a guitar and started coming up with some stuff. And I'm like, now there might be something here. And so I made the basis of what Gokseong would become, and those videos are still on my YouTube channel. I ended up getting involved in a live band and, started doing Iziga and all that. So, my ideas for Gokseong kind of went to the wayside. But, as I tried to write songs for Iziga Venin, Dead Deceased, Anger Overdose, like my style did not fit at all. As much as I tried, like that Slayer influence was so pronounced that it just didn't fit anything. And I was like, well, you know what? Now I have the means to record. So one, I'm looking at the aspect of, if I actually do turn this into a live performance in Korea, how do you attract a Korean audience? They already don't like metal. So by and large, I mean, there's a small segment of the population, but, if you want to attract a population, you use something that's familiar to them.
Yeah.
And so even though it never came to fruition where I had a live show, I was like, well, you know what? I'm still over here for another 2 years. So maybe whatever I do will catch on in the Korean airplay. And it's something that relatable, but it's also something that's different.
Yeah.
So how do you attract an audience? You have to be unique in some way. Some people it's a gimmick. Other people it's, ultra violence. What makes you stand out from everything else? So that's kind of where the Korean thing came from. Plus, I like Asian horror.
Oh yeah.
Which that's where the name Gokseong comes from. So there's a Korean movie called The Wailing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a good movie, right?
It's great.
It's
Scared
a
the shit
little-
out of me.
And then Chris, how did you meet Richard?
I met Richard through Band Together. Morning Scars was up there. I was just getting in the seat with Iziga Venin and then Anger Overdose. And I kept seeing this Richard Wilson guy, and I like, oh, let's see what Morning Scars is about, you know, because there's so many people that are a part of that community, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah. I
you
remember.
can't catch everybody.
Yep.
So I listened to Morning Scars. Even my wife liked Morning Scars, loved Richard's voice, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should try to network with this guy, and maybe that can somehow propel my career a little bit further. Because at the time, I didn't have anything really going for me, so I was trying to throw my name in as many hats as I could.
Yeah.
And you know, collaborations are a great way to do that, because that's how you get your name out there. And if, you know, Izega Benen or Anger Overdose doesn't work out, you know, at least the name is out there and what I'm able to do. And so, yeah, we never did a collaboration for Morning Scars, but he hit me up to do Dead Deceased. He's like, hey man, I wrote this black metal song. You want to do a bass line for it? So I did my bass line and gave it back to him. He's like, oh, you want to do a keyboard part too? And I'm like, ha ha.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not my strong suit, but I know a guy who can do it. And that's when I hit up Mark and I was like, hey man, you want to do a keyboard line for this? And that was kind of how Dead Deceased started.
Yeah. Mark from Izega Benen.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
So yeah.
And then there was another project that you were working on recently, wasn't there? Somebody you just joined?
Well, Gabriel from Fallen Gabriel, we were talking about doing some slam death metal or something.
No, I was talking more of a live show that you're going to be doing in Iowa.
Oh, well, this asshole hit me up one day. He's like, "Hey, man, you want to play like bass for my band at this upcoming festival?" I was like, "Nah, fuck you, dude." No, I'm just kidding.
Did he harp and harp and harp?
I made him gravel. But no, yeah. So right now I am learning the superposition songs in preparation for the Punk in the Corn Festival.
Yay!
Yes.
Fucking A. Yeah, Chris is kind enough to help us out, and
I'm trying.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. So we're 2 songs in and get them all down real soon. And that's a nice time for me to advertise real quick right in the middle of your segment here. But any drummers out there that are interested in doing a live show in front of thousands of people this October, get a hold of me, get a hold of Mama, get a hold of Chris, whoever, just get back to me, man. Love to have you check it out. Let's get into the next Gokseong 2.
Next song, the Kochi Saka, whatever.
Whatever.
Can't you suck my asshole? I think that's what the translation is.
Hey, Chris,
Kuchisaki, Ontario, wasn't it?
Brandon, one more thing. Did I see on a post that people were kind of looking at you funny because you were chasing somebody down streets making this video? Is that right? Did you make this on site in Korea?
Yeah, so I was doing my my VA physical, and there was outside the hospital there was this alleyway, and I was like, man, this would be fucking well, first of all, like out of nowhere, right? Korea is this weird anomaly. Somebody had spray painted Mayhem, the Mayhem logo on this wall, which is completely random.
It's a sign from the gods.
And as I walk into my car, and I'm like, man, this is perfect, because you know Kuchisaki Onna like goes to these alleyways and everything, and so yeah, I was like running through this alleyway, and then my wife's Korean, and she knew about this old when Japanese occupation town, and so I got more footage there, and yeah, man, I'm fucking booking it with my phone, you know, trying to do as best as I can, and try not to breathe too heavy into the camera as I'm like running up hills.
It's a great video.
Yeah, so I'd be popping out of nowhere, and there's people there, and it's pretty funny.
The making of video would have been great. Yeah.
It was this crazy white boy running around these abandoned alleyways, but it was all for the greater good.
Was anyone that saw you do it? I don't know if they approached you, but did they recognize what was going on there? And
hell no, man. Just see a phone in someone's hand and doing something ridiculous in Korea is like a dime a dozen. So
gotcha.
Yeah, those people live on TikTok, so it's not, you know, odd to see somebody doing something weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Right on. Well, let's check it out.
Yeah, so that was the lyric video
With the
version.
wrong video going, switching it out.
No biggie.
Sorry about that.
No, we just want to make sure Neil gets his little spotlight because that dude does so much for this band. Fucking Neil Gores is the man. Like, no one supports us like he does. So
Yeah, it was right next to the one I chose. I didn't even realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Cool. You found it?
Yeah, it says Kuchisaka Ona video.
Yep. Yep.
Phase B Records.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay. I'll get that one going now. Sorry about that.
No worries. More metal.
Yes, I want to make sure I play the right thing. This one didn't have a dash in it, so it threw me off.
Yeah, here we go.
Right on, man. That was
Yeah.
wild and some creepy stuff, man. That was wild.
Yeah. Greatness.
Yeah.
Loved it. And excellent video on that too, man.
Yeah, Neil did a great job with that. And as
So
you saw,
thanks again,
actually, me and
Richard,
Chris,
for staying up late with us. Appreciate
Yeah.
it a lot.
my pleasure.
Excellent. Sorry, my headphones are jacking up here. But anyway, go ahead.
So now we gotta get some Michael Bott music playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
I will tell you
Finally.
this. This is the one thing I love about music is because the Michael Botte band doesn't sound anything like the magic that I just heard. So that's what's beautiful about music. Very, very different, but hey, all has its value and merit.
Yeah, Lion Den Roars. We're pretty metal here, but we try to be diverse. And would Kimmy and I listened to a little bit of your stuff today, and definitely it's a little bit of a different tone, but we're happy to have you on, man. It's excellent music.
And sorry
That's
for
right.
butchering your last name. So it's Botte.
It's Italian. It rhymes with latte. It's Italian.
Okay,
Okay, that's it. Gotcha.
not like a
And-
robot.
And Chris, one more thing before we get off of your segment here. Where'd that mask come from?
Yeah.
The mask from the video,
Yeah,
Neil made that.
it's fucking cool, man.
That was all Neil. So I mean that the footage for that video spans 3 continents. So
Internationally made, yeah.
all the
I was gonna say-
alleyways and all the temples and all that was all in Korea. Then all of the footage from the woman and the hand reaching out and all that was in America. And then the footage of me and Richard was in Sweden.
Oh, right
Awesome. Awesome.
On. Oh, right
yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
You became a samurai and cut up your wife's face. That's the mask.
We keep that on down low. Hell yeah. Greatness. Yeah, so we can get on to some Michael Botte, if I right. Botte?
Rhymes with latte, brother. Rhymes with latte.
There we go. Have you had some recent releases or anything that you'd like to have us play first tonight?
I don't remember what I even sent Chris. Do you guys have Other Side or Mirror? What do you have?
Mirror would be a good one. We listened to that today.
Yeah, maybe Mirror. That came out, I think October, November, not too long ago. And to be honest, that's my big fuck you to the universe song for life being so unfair. So that's what Mirror is all about. It was one of those COVID songs where, things didn't go very well for my family over COVID, so I had to have one of those fuck you to the universe songs. And that's what Mirror is. I tried to evoke some of the sounds of like Evanescence, the piano, kind of that heavy piano, and I tried to evoke. I love the sound that Evanescence did, like in the early 2000s, with the use of piano. Godsmack does it a lot, so we use some piano in this one, and we'll see if we pulled it off.
Right on. Tell us a little bit about you and where you're from and who all's in your project. Is it a band
absolutely.
of many members?
Yeah, man. So born in the little steel town along the Ohio River outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go Steelers. However, I've lived in all 4 time zones around the country, and now it's funny is I was born in Pittsburgh. Now I live outside Philly. So most likely, of course, I started my life in Pittsburgh. Most likely, I'm going to end my life in Philly. Not today, though. We got some stuff to do here. We're not ready to go.
That's
So
right.
I went around the country to come right back to Pennsylvania. So for me, the band, it's just me and my producer, Bob Beals from Sound Foundation Studios. We met over the internet. When I was first starting this gig, I was sending out demos and doing stuff, and he and I just kept chatting and got along, and he did my first song we ever did, New Rising Sun, and he's been my producer 11 songs in. So he and I make every sound that you hear. And I've never sat in a room with him to date. He lives somewhere in Ohio, and I'm on the other side of Philly, Pennsylvania. So he's probably 10 hours from me. We've never sat in a room together, but hey, man, technology. If we could put a man on the moon, you can make music without sitting next to each other, as these 2 gentlemen know right here.
More power to the collaboration. I've done
Yeah.
projects with people in France and never met the gentleman
Doesn't
face
matter,
to
man.
face. Or yeah,
Yep.
hell yeah. And Richard, before we get too far along, I really appreciate you staying up. You want to hang out for the show, please do. But if you got things to,
Sure.
Don't
if you
feel
want to sleep,
obligated.
No. I want to hear Michael's stuff.
Thank you.
excellent. Thank you for sticking around with us. Right on. So Mirror, it's just the single, right? And I'm not Mirrors. Is it
Yeah, it's just
plural?
Mirror. Yeah, it's just it's
Okay.
one mirror, I guess.
Very good. Mirror is our first song we're going to be playing from Michael Botte. And was there any other detail about this one, or are you pretty much?
Yeah, like I
Pretty
said, it was my first
sum
big
it up.
angry. I needed to write an angry song just to kind of vent from what quarantine did to my family. So this is, I guess, my first angry song because all the other stuff prior, were just very different themes. But this, like I said, this is my first kind of fuck you to the universe. So it felt good to put this one out.
Yeah. Well, I've said it many times. Cathartic music.
Yeah, man.
Really.
Music is my
leave it
therapy.
Leave it on the stage. It does wonders. That's right.
Right on, man.
Or the DAW, as the case may be.
Yeah, leave it on the doll.
Yeah, that's right. Here's Mirror by Michael Latte.
Yep, I got it. It's ready to go.
Boom. That's just a short.
Yeah, that's not the right one.
That's just a short. Yeah.
Is there a video for it?
There is no actual video. No.
Okay, I'll get up on Spotify then if that works for you.
Yeah, it's fine, bro.
Yeah, whatever's easy on that.
Yeah, I didn't even know what I sent you. I didn't know we were doing videos, but that's okay. We got
Yeah,
to see.
I got to
I don't
ask
want to
you-
follow these two. There's no way I'd want to follow these two anyway. This worked out great for me.
We do audio as well, man. It's all good.
This worked out great for me, man. Let them do the videos.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you, and things have been busy.
So,
Yeah, we must say that everybody's been swamped, and usually there's a little more promo and whatnot, but we're back and we're rolling. And
Oh, good, man. The music interrupts our discussion anyway.
Yeah.
The music
Exactly.
interrupts the discussion. Just joking.
That is true, but I should be good to go now.
Right on, man.
excellent. Michael Botte, Mirrors.
Yeah, here we go.
Boom.
I don't know what game you're playing. You break the rules every single day. I don't know what the hell you're saying.
that.
Mirror, mirror. Yeah, man.
Cast that
catchy.
stone and the mirror breaks.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing that, man. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Looks like we lost Sean.
Oh, maybe we cast a stone and he broke. I don't know.
That's good. Yeah, I would say I've been a fan of yours since the first time I heard your music. I think that was that when Radiate came out? No, it was probably before that.
Yeah, maybe Radiate was like my first. We kind of started out in that kind of country rock genre, and to be honest, I don't have a freaking clue how that happened. It just kind of did, but it really wasn't where my heart was, I guess, and so I think Radiate was one of my first. Matter of fact, it was my first kind of jump to more like alt pop rock. However, we left the banjo in the chorus, and in the second verse, there's like a banjo, like an amped up banjo just for fun. But yeah, I think the Radiate days, and I got to say, Dukester, trust me, brother, we know who you are. We know who you guys are, and you do so much for us, man. Like stuff like this, we appreciate you, brother. You're one of the good ones, man. John, appreciate you, brother, man.
Thank you, Michael. Hell yeah,
Thank
Chris. Yeah, I agree with Michael totally. Sorry, I cut out there a little bit. What were you saying about the banjo part there? What I miss?
Yeah, so I was telling Chris that when I first started this gig, it was more in that kind of country rock theme, and I don't know how the hell that happened. It just kind of did.
Yeah.
But we did. I wanted to get more into like alt pop rock, and so my first song out of that genre was Radiate. But to make like a transition, we left the banjo in the chorus, and in the second verse, it's electrified, but there's a banjo in the damn song.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm working on a song right now with Brian Mule, and there happens to be a banjo part in there, so that's struck me.
Yeah, I dig the banjo. I mean, you can use banjo in any genre.
Were you playing the banjo? Are you a banjo player?
No, not at all. Not at all. Absolutely.
Okay.
The banjo can be used in any, alt pop rock, modern rock, heavy metal. I mean, it's not all Roy Clark. It could be very, different. And who was an amazing banjo player, but we just kept it in. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Right on. That was a great one. Loved that.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Do you have another one that you would like to hear?
Let's do Other Side, man, because that's more in the genre of what we're talking about here. So Other Side is my, so I'm a child. I guess I was born in '69, so early '90s. I was in my early 20s, right, and just out of college, or maybe even in college, and that's when Oliver Stone released the Doors movie, right? So all of us knew who the Doors were. We knew who Jim Morrison was, but I never
Big
really
Doors fan. Yeah, love this.
Yeah, I never dug into Jim or the myth and the legends behind him, which was fascinating. So I became obsessed with Jim Morrison, man. I studied him and tried to emulate him a little bit, not too much, not too much, but I just got a little obsessed with him. It was a little bit uncomfortably obsessed. So finally, all these years later, that was in the early '90s. Now here we are, 30 whatever years later. I finally wrote a tribute to Mr. Morrison called Other Side, and that's what we're going to play. And this is hard rock, modern rock, heavy synth sound, kind of like Linkin Park. Linkin Park was one of the reference tracks that we used for this one, I believe. I think it was Linkin Park. So, yeah, in that realm. We'll see.
Right on. I'm going to go to the other side here, break on through.
Right on, man.
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it.
Saying sounds good. I'm a Doors fan. I was probably in my teens when the movie came out, but man, Jim Morrison was awesome. And
what's your favorite Doors song? Do you have a favorite Doors song, Chris?
Maybe People Are Strange.
Yeah, right on. That's one of their stranger ones. Yeah.
I mean, I can't really pick a song of theirs that I don't like.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Even a lot of their.
It's the end.
Oh, that's a great one too. Yeah.
Classic. Not to touch the earth.
Yeah, not to see the sun, nothing left to do but run, run, run. Let's run. Yeah, right on, brother. Right on, man. You're gonna get me going.
Love the movie as well.
The Doors were one of those bands that I think a lot of the fans were at the time probably in it because they were popular. But when I was growing up, the Doors fans were hardcore Doors fans. They knew all the albums, and it's easy to get very deep dive into that band.
Well, think about the time, man. People were talking about peace and love and Woodstock, and the Doors were like snakes and lizards and death and destruction. It was very, very different for the time. And Jim Morrison didn't give a shit, man. It was very different.
And pulling it out in Florida.
All the way to California. Yep.
playing the skin flute.
So you ready for this hit song?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I would have talked about the Doors the whole time.
I
Fuck yeah.
could too.
We'll have you back on, bro.
We'll play. Yeah.
Let's break on through, don't hesitate. Confront the labyrinth, open the gate. Just use this rope and hold, just tie it tight. Let's check the engines, cause we're taking flight. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side. Infinitely, we are choosing doors. We need safe passage to the further shore. Perception cleansed and we're finally there. Let's catch the crystal ships, there's no time to spare. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side. Let's break on. Let's break on through. Let's break on through. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side. Yeah, 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 we're crossing over to the other side.
Thank you. Thank you for playing that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Loved it.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Chris, thank you for mentioning my producer, man. I'm telling you, this guy, he's been, Bob Beals from Sound Foundation Studios, been doing this for 40 plus years. He's actually the lead singer of an Eagles cover band as well in his spare time.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just lives, eats, breathes music, and I can't believe he always jokes that I'm going to leave him. I'm like, Bob, what the fuck are you with me?
I will say when I first heard your band, I heard it and I was like, man, this sounds fucking amazing and I hate this person. You sound so much better than I do. But no, man, it's
set a high bar, yeah.
It's all the studio. I have a great producer. Trust me. He makes me sound way better than I can make myself sound. Trust me.
Knows how to turn some knobs. So
yes, but a great producer can only do so much. It takes talent behind that to
Thank you, man.
Oh yeah.
to really make
Sounds
it
really good.
to make it an experience. And for that, my hat's off to you.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. It's fun.
well said, Chris. Well
Fun, man.
said. Oh yeah.
Thank
Now-
you, Mama. Mama had some great things to say. Thank you, Mama.
She's sitting right here.
I know he's probably right next to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Put
She's
her on
always
the
around.
screen. Where is she?
She's always around. Nah, she'd hit me.
I got to run to take care of something, but I'll be right back.
You take your
good,
time,
man.
brother. Take your time. Oh, there's Mama's hand. She'll give us that.
Did she slap you?
No, she's just giving me a love pat on the head.
Oh, that's what you call it.
That's freaking funny, man.
That's what the kids are
She's
calling it
taking
these
the
days.
other side.
It goes to the side.
Michael, tell me who played what on that last one.
Yeah, so
you doing-
thank God I have Bob. So I mean the synths, he and I, searched around for a lot of different synth sounds that we liked, and two of the synths were mine, one was his. But I'm just rhythm and vocals, man. I'm just chunking the 4 chords in a cloud of dust, brother, and doing the vocals, and he does all the leads and the riffs. I mean, he's been playing guitar for 4 decades. I wish I could say I do that, but no, I'm 4 chords, a cloud of dust, and just all the vocals.
Well, sounds
that was
great,
a great
man.
lead in there.
Yeah, I concur fully.
It's good enough, man. The synth sound made it though. We searched long and hard for synths that we felt would match, and we just fell into a couple, 2, 3. I can't remember how many we used, 2 or 3 that just fit the vibe of the song. So we got lucky there. We got lucky.
Right. Yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
his solo that he put in that bridge, my Lord. I mean, you guys are guitar players, but my Lord.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got that, first cutback, I was like, geez, I wish the bridge could just be the song. I'll just sing over the bridge.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that is another joy of doing this stuff, of making music and doing collaborations, because it's literally like that. Recently released one, and my singer got the track back to me, and it was just gold. And those kind of moments are
It makes it all worthwhile, man. Because we all know this is a labor of love. We know this is a labor of love, man. For a lot of people, me, my producer, for you guys, for Dukester, who does all this stuff and probably doesn't get the love he deserves, but it's a labor of love, man. So when you get those moments, when you have that feeling, man, it just makes it all worthwhile. It really does.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, we could take a minute here to maybe talk up a little bit about more Punk in the Corn up in Iowa next year, or this year. I keep saying that.
This year.
And coming at us quick. October 10th and 11th in Davenport, Iowa, Punk in the Corn Festival. Over 40 bands, right around 40 bands at this point, with Green Jelly opening up for everybody, or not opening up, I should say headlining for everybody. A little difference there.
No, that would be interesting.
Yeah, really. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it backwards this year. No, this is all bullshit. There's food, there's beer, there's events. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of great music. 2-day event. You must check it out. There's all kinds of fundraising going on for this. Just by attending some of these events, you can help to contribute to the show. It's also a big fundraiser for charity, giving back to servicemen, and it's
right on, man.
Yeah, it's definitely something to behold and check out. It'll be the biggest indie event of the decade. Go to EWL Indie Review Show tomorrow night. He'll be talking it up, doing maybe some raffles. I'm not sure if that's happening or not, but it's EWL's Indie Review Show. If you don't know about it, it's worth checking out. They have opportunities to get your band played, and a lot of fun in the chat always.
Yeah, I heard tomorrow's an open show. He's gonna just come in the chat, drop your links, and he'll get you played, hopefully.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could go to that festival. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one, man. That is on tomorrow night at 8:00 Friday, and Tim is the one that's putting on this whole shindig. So hats off to him, and he's doing a fantastic job. This is the biggest event I've been a part of with my band. We are playing it, and he's been an excellent manager, getting a hold of people and staying in touch, and just he's on fire. It's going to get more and more promotion as we go. So coming up to October, it should be on fire.
Congratulations, man. That's going to be rad, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Chris here, Dukester's going to be there broadcasting. Mama's Maiden's coming with me, and over 40 punk bands. It's a lot of names to mention, but people coming from overseas, coming from Australia, it's quite a worldwide event, international deal.
Right on, man. Good plug.
Yeah.
That's a good plug.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. Chris, did you have any other shout outs that you want to do on anybody?
I do want to speak up my Indieverse. It's a new platform that I became a partner in, but kind of. That's trying to be a good place for all the creative types. You can see it at www.myindieverse.com. I'll drop the link in the comments. But it's a overall nice place. I've been there hanging out for a while. My Indieverse is also on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'll drop the link in the comments so it's easy to find.
Yeah, right on. I've seen them.
That was started by Mark. I think his last name is Opperman. He's the guy behind My New Sound Addiction, Garden of Alice, and I think he's in one or two other bands.
Yeah, right
He
on.
kind of got tired of how
Nice.
Facebook kept restricting him, so he wanted to create a new place that was more open.
Yeah, and what an endeavor starting a platform like that. It's just recently got on there myself, and look forward to checking it out more. But
Yeah, I will as well. Right
yeah,
on.
yep. Mama's giving out the shout too.
Yeah.
She's been posting a lot of stuff in there. You'll also find her in there. Anybody needs any video or artwork done, please check out Mama's Maiden. Promos and such, logos. How about you, Michael? Would you like to shout out anybody tonight? Any upcoming gigs or anything we should know about with your project?
Not necessarily a gig, but I am involved right now. We just launched. So I'm a volunteer at a charity organization called Voices Against Trafficking. Their goal is, of course, as you can imagine from the title, to end, human trafficking around the world.
Absolutely.
And I served as executive producer on a digital download that we just launched globally, where there's songs from 14 artists from around the world, different genres, different tempos, different styles. It's available for a digital download, and then, of course, the proceeds go to education funding of Voices Against Trafficking. So I'm so happy to be a part of this. Everything's on the Voices Against Trafficking website.com, as you could imagine. So happy to be a part of that. Very happy to serve as executive producer on this download, and we'll see what happens.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great, man. What a way to give back.
You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing in October.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing in October, brother.
Right on, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
How about you, Richard? Do you got any shout outs you'd like to do?
Yeah, sure. My brain is hardly functioning at 2 a.m., but
you can just say, "Hey, Mom," that's cool too. Whatever.
yeah. Hey, Mom. No, she's not alive. But
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man.
no problem. But I can say that my other band, Dead Deceased, just released a vinyl record on Face B Records, facebrecords.com. It's a label out of the UK, which also hosts Gokseong. So we'll also release this new album on vinyl on their label. So it's coming soon. It's out on streaming platforms right now, but will be out on vinyl soon.
Yeah, that's cool. How's that working out for you? Have you done vinyl recently on any other tracks? People buying it up?
We just released the Dead Deceased record. It's a bit of a slow process with the pressing. Pressing plant. There's big waiting lists for vinyl right now, so it takes a long time for them to make it. But I think you can buy it now, and I guess I have no idea how much it's selling or anything. But
yeah. Well, it's nice that that's still alive. I don't know that anybody will be. I don't know that anybody in 10 years will be saying, "I got a new CD." Is the same. It's the nostalgia factor of vinyl is.
Yeah, I just want to hold it in my hand and put it on the turntable. My own fucking record. It's gonna be awesome. It's on its way. I'm supposed to get it in like a day or two. So
excellent.
Oh, that's exciting, man. Vinyl. That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
For all the senses.
Yep. Oh, Chris, thanks for putting the link up. Yeah, thank you, man. That looks
You're
about right.
welcome.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I went to the website, clicked on the CD, and then I copied it and
Yeah,
put
right
it
on.
in there.
Right on, man. Thank you, man.
I also posted it on my Dukester page when the show's over, so people are
Yeah,
aware
right
of
on,
it.
man. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
No problem.
Right on. Well, I think we're gonna about call it a show. Chris, I apologize,
Nice.
but
Yeah.
Chris Brandon, he had to take off for a bit, but we appreciate you guys coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Man.
Thank
yeah,
you.
hell yeah. Best of
It's
luck
good
in
to
all
meet
your
you guys,
endeavors. You too.
It's gonna be fun to meet you guys.
Thank you.
John, Dukester, I see you
Yeah.
guys on Facebook, Mama, of course. You guys are everywhere, but
Exactly.
like I never we don't get to talk. You don't send me flowers, nothing, man. We don't get to talk.
Yeah, we have been rubbing elbows for quite some time. That's right.
Right on,
Yeah.
man.
It is good to meet you,
man.
man.
Thanks for doing this,
Excellent.
man. All right,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
It's been great.
Have
All
a good
right.
night,
Well,
guys.
you guys all have a great weekend, eh?
All right, man.
Same
Peace.
to you.
Have a
Peace
good one.
out.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
At all.